Hey, what's up guys and welcome to Tennis channel. Currently, the Blade 98 is my main racket. I love the maneuverability, the feel and the control that the racket has to offer. However, something has been bothering me coming from, Pro Staff 97, and that is the spin and the launch angle that are lower on this blade. I try to get used to it. I can play with it pretty well, but I just hope that the racket has a little bit more spin and a higher launch angle so I can play with more angles and shapes. So to solve this issue, I strung this blade with one of my favorite string, and it's the most spin friendly string in the market right now, the ReString Zero. This is a shaped copolyester string that has great snapback and tension maintenance. I put it on my T-Fight 315 and it works really good. It increases a lot of topspin and it kind of lifts the ball up. The power is also pretty good. So let's see if it works on my blade here. If you are interested to get the ReString Zero, you can get 10% off with this code, or you can follow the link in the description. First, I just want to say that the tension maintenance on this string is exceptional. I strung it like probably 3 months ago at 46 pounds, and now I read it, it's still like around like 44. So that is very impressive. Okay, long story short, does it help with the spin and launch angle? Yes, absolutely, but not as much as I expected though. On the T-Fight, it does increase the spin, probably 30%, but on this blade, I think around 15% max. I can get the higher launch angle when I want to go high, but on normal ground strokes, I don't feel much of a difference. The string feels a bit muted and plastic, not crispy. It's neither soft or stiff. I think it kind of feels like the strings from, Polytour family, not like from a Lou family. I can play with it comfortably, no arm issues so far, and I don't think I would get any. The power level is good, it can be powerful and launchy if you want, but put it on the blade, I think it adds less power than put it on a more open string bed or on a thicker frame. I think the string needs more movement. It requires movement, and the blade string bed is a bit locked up and hard to move if you don't swing like fast and powerful enough. So I would say the ReString Zero can add more power and spin on a frame that has a loosened string bed more than a tighter one. Anyway, I feel like I can hit with more options. My defense gets better as I can go with a more loopy high topspin ball that I couldn't do as good on other setups, and I kinda need that to buy me more time for recovery in defense. On the control, I think it's great. Well, the blade is one of the frame that is excellent on directional control, and it's very stable and can handle heavy balls pretty good compared to its weight class. And with this setup, well, I can change the direction of the ball effortlessly as on other setups, but I think the balls kind of go a bit more toward the middle of the court more often than it used to be. I would say it's not as precise as, for example, when I was using a 2x-Soft or the Ice Cold and other strings, probably because of the feel as well. I didn't feel as much as on the aluminum color strings, so it could make decision making a bit less extreme. But with more spin and launch angle, I can get more depth and put the ball deep and play with more percentage, which I cannot say no to that. The serve is okay, no problem. Probably a bit less pop, but the power and penetration are fine. Ball placement average, not stands out. Second serve is totally fine. I think I get more kick than I normally do though. The downside for me, well, two things. First is the feel. It's muted and not very pocketing, and doesn't have a lot of pop, still a bit body. And secondly, they didn't offer many options on string gauges. The thinner one is 1.23. I hope they make a thinner gauge than that, so I can get more string movement when I put it on a tight string bed like this blade or on an 1820 pattern. Also, this frame, I spec it exactly for 1.2 gauges. Using larger gauge will add more swing weight to the point that I don't want to go, and my racket head speed drops. The good things are that I get more power and spin and launch angle, especially on this blade that is, under power and suit more of a flat hitter style. This string is trustworthy. I'm more confident on my ground strokes. I know how the string gonna react to certain shots exactly, and it makes me feel right. Also, tension maintenance. I said this before, but yeah, it stays like forever if you didn't break it first. After 3 months on this blade, I didn't feel like there's a loss in control and playability, so it could save you a lot of money. In summary, I think this ring can be good for baseliners, especially topspin players. Hitting flat also fine because it has good control for power. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.